What? Look at this. It's getting too crazy out here. You could now build native iOS apps inside of Rork Max. And in this video, I'm not just gonna show you a little front-end simple app. I'm actually building this full flight app where you can book your next flight for your vacation for the summer. I show you step-by-step how to do this. I'm gonna be doing it for the phone natively for iOS, and the app is gonna get submitted as you see right here. And this is all gonna be done step-by-step in this video. Here is the back end. We're gonna be using one simple API called the LiteAPI, and of course, Rork Max. If you've never seen iOS building native, I'm gonna show you how to do that in this video. Let's jump right into it. I don't wanna waste any more time. Let's have fun building an iOS application native for the iPhone. This is the app right here. It's called Skyroute, and it is fully connected to live data to allow you to find and book any flights. This is gonna be a fast-paced video. I try to get everything crammed into 22 minutes to show you the power of this and now how you can actually do this yourself. Let's jump right into it. All right, so first things first, you set up Rork, you get logged in. You do need the Max plan right here. It's called Rork Max. This will allow you to actually use the native iOS build. Right here, you guys can see it all right there. It's got everything connected. You're gonna get access to the simulator. You're gonna get access to being able to connect to your Apple account. And then you're gonna be able to actually publish everything directly from a web-based tool, which is absolutely crazy. Try Rork Max. I got my account set up. It is definitely on the pricier side, but what it does and the power it gives you, I think it's worth every penny instead of going through Xcode and having to learn how to do it all natively. But before we start, you guys have to set up your actual Annuity account. That's link is below. Once you log in, you're gonna go to the dashboard. So now we are in Rork, and the first thing we need is we need a really, really good prompt. So I wrote a prompt that I'm gonna show you how to do. And then we're also gonna select right here for iPhone. You can do also Android native using Kotlin and Compose. You could do a web app if you want, or if you want to do a cross-platform React Native app, which will be Android and also iOS, you can select right here. But for me, I like the iPhone, I like the App Store, so we're gonna stick with that. And then I'm gonna drop in this prompt right here. So this is a full prompt that I actually got from LiteAPI. I'm gonna show you really quick how to do that. It's really easy. All you need to do is you need to log in to the platform, and then when you log in on the very top, it says Ask Connect right here. And then all you're gonna say is this: I want to build a native iOS Swift application for flights. That's it. And then it gives you the whole plan of exactly how to do it. And then all you have to do is say the next prompt, which is, give me a full prompt to put into my vibe coding editor to build this full app. There's the prompt. We go back into Rork, we drop it in, and we are pretty much done. And as you can see, the whole process right here is front end to end. We got airport search, flight search, verify, pre-book with the Stripe payment intent, and then also the optional ancillaries, which is the seats and the baggage. And then we have our final booking, and then we have our booking details. It talks about what to use, what models to use, talk about the different screens that are going to be needed. Everything is inside of here. And then it shows you all of the different endpoints that are actually necessary to build this out. And the only thing left is you need to add this. I have my LiteAPI sandbox keys when you are ready for it. Okay? So this way, we're just gonna get our API keys from LiteAPI, and then we're going to actually put it in, and we are a go. We now have Rork set up, we have LiteAPI set up, we have our prompt from LiteAPI, and now you're gonna see the insane magic of what Rork Max can do. First, put together a game plan based on our prompt, and then it's gonna just build this for us, and we're gonna be able to test this on our phone literally in the next 10 freaking minutes. This takes months to do. It's absolutely wild how quickly this technology is caught up, and the fact that Rork Max can do it natively, I think, is a game changer. And if you guys like this video, I run a community called AI Builders on School. We have over 635 members. So far, we have over 275 different projects that were launched by absolute beginners all the way to full stack developers inside of our community. We have everything in here you could imagine, from this kind of training, Claude Code, super agents, OpenClaw. We take it from ideation all the way to launch and marketing. Everything's in there. We got a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun builders. I think right now we're in over like 67 different countries. Shout out to all the people in the World Cup right now. It's popping off. Poland didn't make it, unfortunately. All right, let's get back to the build. All right, next thing, check this out. So right now we made a game plan. Generate app icon, build the config secrets plus LiteAPI client networking layer, define the capable models, build the services, airport flights, booking and store, build the view models, build the screens and navigation, integrate Stripe payment, run checks, and fix itself. So while the app is cooking up, let me show you what this thing can do. So right up here, you could see there's a lot of stuff that you could do. Once you have your account set up, you have your GitHub connected, which we're gonna set up after our first one. You could also add your environments variable. So this would be your API keys and all your secret keys. Everything is in there. You also have your notification system. You could actually publish directly to the App Store, which I'm gonna be showing you how to do that. Then also up here, you have a code base. So this is actually where the code is created. We then also have our assets library. So if you have your logos, images, videos, audio, you can put all of that in there. And then you have your analytics for your actual app. Rork is officially partnered with RevenueCat. If you guys aren't familiar, RevenueCat allows you to actually track all of your metrics, set up your actual onboarding, and connect all of your payment for your subscriptions if you have those, and also any type of in-app purchases. It's a really fantastic product. You could track all your revenue and do all of that stuff. And what's nice is you actually have an iOS little preview simulator right here. So in the meantime, while this is cooking up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna hit environments variables, and then I'm gonna add our API key. So I'm gonna say LiteAPI underscore key. So there's the key, there's the name for it, and then we need to get the value. The way you get it is you go back to overview, back to LiteAPI, and then right up here, you're gonna see API keys. I'm obviously gonna hide them so you don't see them. You can see it right here. We have our production key, which is a private API key. Make sure you don't just throw this out there. And then you have your sandbox key right here. So I'm gonna copy that over. I'm gonna go back and plug that in right there, and I'm just gonna hit save. So now we're gonna have our LiteAPI key saved inside of Rork Max. The best part about Rork, it just continues to build. You've given it the prompt, you've given it access to the LiteAPI, and now it's just a matter of letting it build. So a couple of the other great things is they've added this AI Cloud. So now you can turn on Rork AI Cloud, which plugs your app into 280 different models. So you could do chat, vision, image gen, voice, embedding, add an AI chat agent or create images for you. You could just enable this and it will actually do this inside of your project, inside of your app, using their built-in cloud. Same with the database. You could set up, store your user information, sign people up, all within Rork. So you don't have to be going out and connecting AWS or Google Cloud or any of those. You can just do it all inside of here. So this just makes it really, really easy for you to be able to actually store all of your information, especially for a native iOS app. And also a cute little thing they added, which is the scheduler. So now you can actually run logic in the background. So pull fresh stories from an RSS feed, send emails, compile weekly sales report, all of that stuff based on what your project you're building. For us, we're not gonna really need to do a schedule task for this, but this is the type of thing that you can now do. This is proper loop engineering with the new Rork because it just continues taking every single step that we created. As you can see right here, it did the trips view model, it tested it, it made sure it worked. Now it's building the screen, it's got the app entry, and then the search screen, and it's going to continue building it and fixing it, iterating it, creating that loop as we've seen, but that's all built in under the hood with their new agentic capabilities, where it's not just putting out a bunch of crap and then the app doesn't work. It's gonna continue testing to make sure everything works properly. So before we start testing the app, one of the things I wanna show you is you can actually connect your phone, this one right here, once you have it plugged in, and you just click up here and then it's gonna bring up Rork Max on your phone. So the best way to test for iOS is on your actual device. So right now I have everything selected and now it's installing the Rork Max app on my phone, and this way I'll be able to actually test it natively on my device and not just using the web-based one. All right, let's take a look at the app. So now we're gonna do Los Angeles, New York. Let's go New York, bang. Then we're gonna select the date. Let's do like July 14th, hit go, add one adult, and hit search. And now we're gonna get some results. Here we go. and bang, there it is. Look at that. We got one stop, the length, refundable. We also can sort by fastest, fewest spots. So let's select this one. Here's all the information for the flight itself. LA, price verified, continue to passenger. Can you pre-populate all of the user information, passport, dates, everything? Just put placeholders for now, so I can do faster testing when it comes to payment. So this way it's just gonna populate everything for us. All right, it's time to check this out now. Everything is working. We got Los Angeles. Let's go LA. Boom. Let's go New York. Nice little trip to New York. Of course, we're gonna go to 4th of July. New York will be amazing. We got one adult. Let's hit next. Now we're gonna get our results. There it is. We're gonna select one. We're gonna wait, continue to passenger. Everything is pre-selected for us, so we don't have to be dealing with it during testing. Of course, we're in Sandbox. So now reserving our fare. Let's see. All right, there it is. We got our payments. Now we're gonna click pay. And now here is our Stripe payment. Beautiful. We're gonna do our test payment. If you guys haven't ever done it, it's just 42424242. And then just put 4s or whatever number you want. Then we're gonna go down and hit pay. So that is a built-in Stripe SDK within LiteAPI, which it does it in web format. We're gonna hit continue. All right, there's our seat selection. So we could select seats. I'm gonna say I don't want any seats right now. We're gonna hit skip. And then we're gonna say confirm booking. And if it's all working right, here we go. Let's go, baby. LAX to New York City, and we are finished. Next, we're just gonna go over to my trips. And here is our LAX to New York City. We're gonna click in, and there is our hotel booking. Next, we're gonna go to the actual LiteAPI website. We're gonna hit refresh. And then this was the one I did, the test one, LAX to San Francisco. You can see pending confirmation. Here's a bunch of the other tests I've done. And that is essentially it, guys. You just saw me build a full app from start to finish with everything working. Is the app done? Of course not, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I wanted to show you the power of taking one API, which was the flight API from LiteAPI, and then connecting it inside of Rork Max to build this full thing with one prompt, a few little tweaks, a few tiny errors, and that's it. We also have round trip. We can do one ways. There is a lot of possibility of what you could now do. And as I mentioned, this is native iOS Swift. All right, the only thing left is to obviously push this to the App Store. So I'm gonna show you how to do that really quick. We're gonna go up to settings, and right here we have our icon. You can also use an AI to generate another icon, but I'm happy with that icon. And then we have our name, so Skyroute Flights. And then here is our app identifier. We're gonna go up here, and then we're gonna actually create an App Store submission build. So it's really simple. We're gonna hit new submission. Here's all the information. You have your app info. We already have our icon. We have iPhone and iPad. You can also build for Apple TV. You can build for Vision, whatever you want. We got LiteAPI, so we're gonna call this Flight Booker, app version, bundle identifiers right here. We're gonna hit continue, and then it's gonna ask us to log in with our Apple account. Obviously, if you're building for iOS, you do have to set up an Apple developer account. It's $99 per year. It's just the price you have to pay to play with Apple, but it's obviously worth every penny. So once this is finished, it's going to save. Now it's gonna ask us to log in with our account. So I'm gonna do that really quick and hide my credentials. It's basically gonna set everything up for us, the flight booker, inside of the Apple Developer Center. And this is the best part, is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go in there. You don't have to set anything up. It's gonna do that all for us. And just like that, the project has been created inside of the actual App Store Connect. There it is, Flight Booker. Everything is in here. All there is left, screenshots, make sure everything's connected. And that's it. And as you see right here, App Store submission is already building. Everything connects. If you haven't set up an Apple developer account, you have to go through the whole process, set it up for you as a personal or a business. It does take 3 to 10 days to get that up and running. But then once you have it set up once, you pay your 99 bucks, and now you can participate and build for the iOS App Store. Obviously, I'm showing you a very fast, version of this. There's a lot more work to be done. You want to set up a little website. You want to obviously make sure all your legal is done. You want to also spend a lot more time building your app. I mean, I showed you in 20 minutes what you could do with the power of Rork Max, but the fact that you could build something from an idea with one API and then actually be able to push it to the App Store is the purpose of this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna continue developing this. I'm gonna definitely launch this. We already have a hotel booking business, but now we're gonna have a flight app that we're gonna basically push out there, and hopefully you guys check it out. In the meantime, go build some stuff. All the links are below, also for LiteAPI, also for Rork Max. And of course, if you guys wanna come hang with us, AI builders, come hang out in the community. This is the kind of stuff that people are building every single day inside of our community. All right, fun making this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.